a stolen primary, corruption, and cheating. My name is Ryan with Conservative Corner Entertainment 2. Number 1, the beginning. Incumbent Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, Joe Blystone, former U.S. Representative Jim Renacci, and Ron Hood were on the 2022 GOP primary ballot for Ohio Governor. Blystone went all over Ohio, campaigning every single county out of 88 counties, 3 times each at least. DeWine Renacci hardly campaigned at all. Few Renacci ads, only one DeWine ad, but tons of Blystone ads and coverage. Blystone's support continued to grow to amazing levels leading up to the primary election. Blystone had hundreds of signs in all 88 counties, which compares to his opponent's signs, Renacci and DeWine, 10-1. Number 2, the GOP primary. Governor Mike DeWine finishes on the May 3rd, 2022 primary election with 48.1% vote, Jim Renacci with 28%, and Joe Blystone with 21%, Ron Hood with 2.1%. Counties were 95% for DeWine, then soon Blystone began to flip, county after county, racking up a total of 22 counties won. Jim Renacci winning 2 counties. DeWine's total number of votes is 514,374. Number 3, the Democrat primary, 2022. Democrat Nan Wally ran against John Cranley. Nan Wally finishes with only 326,329 votes, and John Cranley with 175,771 votes. Primary nominations. Nan Wally, Democrat mayor of Dayton, Ohio, was chosen as the Democrat nominee for governor, and incumbent Governor Mike DeWine was chosen for the GOP nominee. Number 5, finding out new information. After the primary election, a page surfaced called Daily KOS. They published an ad titled Ohio Democrats Must Back DeWine and Dolan. This new information and this article is very worrisome, but it is a very good insight into the Democrats' crooked plan to steal Ohio. They have several reasons listed on that site why Democrats need to vote for DeWine in the 2022 GOP primary in Ohio. The reasons are that Ohio hosts open primaries, DeWine and Dolan are better than the other GOP candidates. Democrats also have only a 7% chance of winning the general election. So, and the site also claims that there are no significant primaries on the ballot. So it appears that Democrats see Mike DeWine as most like them, the furthest left of the candidates in Ohio's GOP gubernatorial primary. This is very worrisome, and it makes sense why they voted DeWine. Number 6, the stolen primary. One website and news organization claims that DeWine has more Democrat than Republican support as a so-called Republican himself. DeWine has enjoyed an 81% support number from Democrats and a 76% support number from Republicans. This is, why is it that more Democrats support DeWine than those in his own party? Well, do you remember when DeWine locked down Ohio, closed businesses, issued masks for school children, gave Ohio a curfew, and insisted his vaccine? That lost DeWine the majority Republican support and gained him the majority Democrat support. With many Republicans still voting DeWine and many Democrats voting DeWine too, that was what pushed DeWine over the top to the election victory. Now, number 7, the numbers don't lie. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine received 514,374 votes alone, while his 2 Democrat opponents both together received a total of 502,100 votes. Both Democrats running for governor with combined totals were still 12,274 votes short of reaching DeWine's number. Knowing that DeWine has a higher strength and support amongst Democrats, you take the 87% Democrat support and the 76% Republican support, figure out the difference between the percentages, which is 11% more than the Republican support that DeWine has. These numbers are significant. Take 514,372 DeWine votes divided by 2 plus 11%, and you get 285,477 Democrats who voted DeWine and roughly 228,897 Republicans. More Democrats voted for DeWine than Republicans did, and Democrats gave more votes to DeWine than they did to both candidates in their own party. This was a plan from the beginning by the corrupt Democrat elite politicians in the Democrat Party to elect someone who was furthest left in the GOP, since their Democrat nominee has a 7% chance of victory. This is bad for Ohio, bad for us, bad for our children, bad for our future, bad for our freedom. Without Democrat interference and meddling, DeWine would have received 70,636 votes under Jim Renacci and 3,837 votes under Blystone, putting DeWine in the number 3 spot, with Jim Renacci winning and Joe Blystone in the number 2 spot. That's just how the numbers play out. Ohio has nearly 8 million registered voters, and only 1.6 million turned out to vote in the May 3rd primary. If only half of that 8 million showed up, say 4 million voters, with 53% of that 4 million being Republican, the election could have gone totally different. See, this is just one more thing that needs addressed and fixed. Not enough people understand that the primary elections is equally important, if not more important, than the November midterm elections. That's where the battles happen. That's where the fight comes in. If you don't win the primary, if we the people don't win the primary, it's over. And we didn't win the primary, and DeWine got it. But thank you all for watching this, and I hope that you can do your own research and see for yourself that this election was fishy, and something is not quite right here with it. But these numbers and the information sources that I used came from the Election Votes and Numbers, dailykos.com, and the Richland Source. We broke down this election for you the best we could to show you the legal way that Democrats have found to cheat the voters out of their candidate and take the election from us. This is how Democrats stole Ohio. The proof is there in the numbers. The evidence is there in the numbers. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe to us at Conservative Corner Entertainment 2. Thank you all. God bless.